Hot night. Gonna burn coming out.
All right. Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another fantastic episode of Racers News Network Live. And our guest this evening here to talk about, well, what you can see of my background. Of course, I'm talking about KARYL Bell. It's going to be a practice tree race this coming Saturday in the great state of New York in Albany, actually in East Greenbush. And so she's here to kind of give everybody a breakdown of what's going on and all the different events. Because as you can see, there's at least four different events. You have the bottom bulb, the main event, and then her tree and the all kids race. So please put your hands together and welcome our friend KARYL Bell.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Thank you for the flexibility. I get my schedule got kind of jumbled yesterday.
No worries, so did mine.
So it worked out good. So how are you?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself?
I am doing great. Um, so I know we talked about this a couple months ago, um, but why don't you kind of give everybody a breakdown of the event, since it's going to be in 3 days.
Yeah, I'm really excited and I'm really happy that it's come as far as it has. I am putting on a practice tree race if you are new here. It is called the Trip Zip Nationals. It'll be held in Castleton, New York at a hotel. It is super easy to get to. It's right off the highway. So we came up with this idea towards the end of the season to try to get people together during the winter. Um, Something fun. I've been to a couple of practice tree races, so kind of already had the idea to do it and hopefully to make it successful here in this area for people to get together, even if they don't necessarily participate, but just a gathering. But you would almost kind of be stupid to come and not participate with how good the payouts project to be. We do have four different races going on. We do have the bottom bowl, the main event, pro tree, and the all kids race. The all kids race is going to be for 16 and under, and it's going to be bottom bulb only. Um, so you have 3 days to practice your bottom bulb hits, kids. Um, the pro tree will be a 5 tenths pro tree. You'll be able to get some hits afterwards. That will be the last race of the evening, um, to kind of give people an opportunity to warm up.
Cool.
The kids race will be the first race going out, in case they want to join, not want to join, kind of get their jitters out. Um, they are more than welcome to join in any of the other races as well. Like it's not, they don't have to just stick to the kids only race.
Nice. So the kids can whoop up on the adults then.
Yeah, if they want to attempt it, which I would not suspect them not to want to try.
Very cool. Very cool. Now the pro tree or the practice tree race stuff in the past few years, really, I mean they've always been around, but in the past few years they really seem to have taken off into like something of their own.
Yeah, they really have grown and I've a lot of them, they are very successful and happen yearly now. Like the J Brothers just happened in January, with their Sub-Zero Showdown. This was their second year. You have the Hoot Nanny in 11 days, I believe it is, out in Ohio. There's another one that happens down in Texas. They're just kind of popping up everywhere, and they seem pretty good for the regions that I've noticed them being in. So we're hoping to make this just as successful as the rest.
Cool. And now, excuse me, obviously at the triple tens, you do a practice tree race there as well over in the clubhouse.
Yeah. So this past year, I did 2 or 3 practice tree races at Lebanon in the clubhouse. I did it, the triple tens, the dues and triple tens, I did it. And then at bracket finals, I ended up doing another one because it was so successful on the smaller scale at the triple tens. Somebody actually asked me if I qualify for bracket finals this year, if I would throw one at a different track to give some people something to do, um, which I thought was pretty cool.
Awesome. All right, so again, let's talk about this Saturday. A to Z. Let's hear about your event.
So the doors will open around 12:30. Practice will begin around 1. First round will go off at 2 o'clock with the kids only race. Um, you'll come in, I'll have everything set up. You'll be able to pay if you wanted to do the bottom bulb and the main event. You can pay for both of those at the time of your entering the room. Um, Pro Tree, we will take at a later time just to keep them as separate as possible. The entry for the bottom bulb is $20 and you can have a maximum of 4 entries. And you're going to come in and you're going to fill out a tech card that BJ Masiello has created for us. So there's going to be no confusion. So thank you, BJ, for taking the time and doing individual tech cards for each race and a buyback tech card. So we'll be able to stay nice and organized and keep them into the pro pairings system, which is super
Oh,
cool. If you lose any of your entries, you get to buy back, and it's $10 for the bottom bulb. And then we will take those entries after you've lost all of yours. So like say you have 4 entries and you lose 2. After your 4th one, you'll come and do it. So you're not paying constantly. You'll just pay it all at once. Then we go into our main race, which is $25. Once again, 4 entries max. Same thing, buybacks, wait until all of your entries are over. Then you can come up and it's $15. I'm really hopeful to get the 200 entries or more to be able to give the 3 grand. I'm really optimistic that we can hit that number of entries this weekend for that because it would just be really nice and beneficial to the racers to be able to go home with that with a nice big wad of cash and a big check.
very cool. That's awesome. Now, um, I excuse me, backing up just a tiny little bit. I like the fact that you're going to let the kids after their race participate in any of the other 3. I think that's very cool.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter your age. Like I absolutely eventually potentially, depending on how this goes, would love to do a non-racer race. So the wives or the boyfriends or whatever who doesn't race can go against each other and not feel that, pressure of, oh my God, they've raced. I've never raced. To get them into it. And I would love to see some of them get into some of these races as well. It's for fun and nobody's going to look at you different if you don't know what you're doing. We're there to learn and to have fun.
That's awesome. Very cool. Um, all right, so it's at the hotel. Are there rooms still available?
So not under the room block, but you are more than welcome to contact the hotel and get rooms. There are still rooms available at the hotel, which if you are coming, I would recommend because we are starting a little later in the afternoon, and it's most likely going to be an all evening event. And you probably don't want exactly, because that's going to be available as well. We are going to have a full bar. It's going to be a cash bar, and we're going to have food, which will be available as well. So, as everybody's safety, if you do a little, I would suggest getting a room just as a precaution.
A question from Nick. You may have already covered this, but I want to make sure. 4 or 500s on the Pro Tree.
500s. We're
500.
going to keep
Okay.
it 500 for everything.
Okay. Hi, Sue.
Hello.
She's making hand gestures behind you.
Oh, I've been watching it, and then I've been watching out of the corner of my eye my father doing random things. Well, now you're just picking up.
Now he's just picking up on it. Oh,
Yeah. Yep, he was clapping because I got online.
nice.
You want to come show
So,
what you're doing?
do we probably don't want to know what he's
He's
doing.
like dancing over in front of me.
No, we don't. We don't need to see that. No, definitely not.
Oh,
So, all right. So each now you also have sponsors for each individual race.
I do. So Lorenz United picked up the bottom bulb sponsorship, and then Gutters by Des which is Rick Lorenz, and Gutters by Design decided to throw an extra 250 on top of that 1,000, which is great. That's Timmy Stickles to kind of
Cool.
boost the bottom bulb. Like I don't bottom bulb. I'm working on it. And I even joined down when I went to J Brothers. So like you don't even have to bottom bulb. You just have to figure out what you're gonna use and watch it flash. Which is cool. And then you've got Eastern VP sales, which are the Coltreras, and very happy to jump onto the main event to help support. They love doing things like this. And especially it just gets your name out there. Atco Auto Services for the Pro Tree. I love that name. And thank you to Rob Hyatt for jumping in. You know, those super comp people have to stick together and support that Pro Tree series. And then for the All Kids race, Masiello Racing decided to join to sponsor and give them a payout as well, a guaranteed payout. Um, so that'll help the kids. So thank you to all the class sponsors on top of all the other sponsors that have helped out with the event. Like I can't thank everybody enough for door prizes and donations and helping coming in to work the event. Because it's going to be really cool to run like a almost we're going to run it like a race day. Yeah, I got doors for prizes.
You got what?
Tad's like, you got doors for prizes?
You got doors for prizes. Oh, okay. Um, Will said Kathy's in for a non-racer event.
Perfect. I'd be more than happy to put one on.
Cool.
And she should still get in on all the other events, which I've already told her she should.
Now, how funny would it be if it came down for these three events right here to Will, Bill, and Kathy?
That would be pretty cool.
That would be, imagine that.
Yeah. That would
I'm waiting to see what the response will be now. So, all right, so cool. So you have the three main sponsors. And obviously, like you said, you have Gutters by Design, Tim Stickles, who races stock and super stock in Division One,
Mhm.
um, throwing some money into it. Um, who else is part of the fun?
So I've got Ron and Chrissy Klein. They are bracket racers who decided they really wanted like to help out and throw, some money in. Mike Sullivan with his machine shop. My parents, they love me. Uh, they definitely are big supporters um, in what I do and want to see me succeed. So figured slide some money in there to help. McLaris, um, the whole family is wonderful, and I love racing with them and really appreciate their support. Fast Freddy, um, I kind of bribed him in a very good way, and truly appreciate it. Christina Curtis from Curtis Industries, Allie and Mark Pettit with Duzen, Pete Sanka. Thank you for the money, buddy. Uh, Mike
And
Farrell.
he said he's now down where it's warm. We're up here freezing our asses
I
off.
know, right? Can you send some warm up here? That would be great, buddy.
I know, like now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mike Farrell of Innovative Performance, uh, Kenny Moses with um, Kenny Moses Transmissions, Cliff Agar with A&C, Kurt Burns and his heating company. Really big thanks to Christina DiBartolomeu for doing the flyers, the checks. We have t-shirts that are going to be shown at the event. Um, she's helped a lot with this, putting it together visually. Um, so really big shout out to her. A big, big shout out to Portatree, Allie, Doug, Al, Sue, Steven. Um, they have given us two full-size trees with displays, all the cords, two brand new next gens to use and to sell.
Cool.
So if anybody is interested in like the whole setup or like pieces of it, I will have pricing for that. And you can walk away with brand new big tree and or practice tree or one or the other, the whole gamut, which
Awesome.
I appreciate.
That's very cool. Nice.
Um, I was gonna say, and then we've got Jeff Kondratik, uh, Missy Elliott, yeah, Missy Billet, and the whole Billet family. Zamp, Zamp was a great deal. Um, I am. They gave us a bunch of door prizes to give away. We do a lot of dealing with them throughout the year. Um, and they loved the opportunity to step up and be a part of something um on this level. Vince Mussolino.
Oh
uh
boy.
yeah, so Vince really has been a help with this and with doing a door prize, um which is a really big deal because he's going to do a single day entry into his doubles. Um
Really?
yeah. So it's a really good opportunity for that to get a chance to get it.
Right.
Uh Kenny Van Gorder gave a couple detailing items for door prizes. Um Shauna, Brandon, Jasmine, Lebanon Valley. They are a big help in this, giving some gift certificates, which we are deciding what I want to decide to do. Um, in discussion with Wayne and my mom about what we're gonna give. Albany Saratoga Speedway, they're gonna give us a couple family packs to go to watch some of their races. And
Nice.
um you for helping and really like giving different ideas and doing some of the packages um towards it. Thank you
Thank you.
all for it. It's truly appreciated and it doesn't go unnoticed.
My original plan when we talked the first time was I was going to come out and live stream everything, but obviously things have changed. I can't drive, and my wife is not able to take me, and my son is not able to take me because he has to work. So they're my main forms of transportation right now. So unfortunately, I won't be able to do that, but I'll make it up somehow, some way throughout the year.
Yeah, which is
So
completely understandable. Your
yeah,
health and anybody's health comes first.
yep,
Um,
fun times.
yeah, I hear you. Definitely hear you on that.
Facial expression says everything.
Yeah.
Well, that's very cool. I'm really bummed that I'm gonna miss it 'cause it sounds like it's gonna be a great event. Um, how has the interest from everybody been? Do you anticipate a an above average amount of people showing up?
I'm hoping
We have a little bit of weather possible this weekend,
Yeah,
but
I definitely keep looking at the weather and it keeps changing every few hours. Right now, it seems like the snow's going to hit while we're in the event. So the traveling to get there, if you're traveling that morning, seems pretty good. Um, which is great. And they're also not talking a lot of snow that day. It's going to kind of just be like like rain sh or snow showers once
it's
in a
gonna be
while.
a sloppy mess, is what I think it's gonna end up being.
That's going to be tomorrow.
Well,
Tomorrow's,
yeah, tomorrow for here too. I think
yeah,
for both of them, it's just gonna end up being a sloppy mess.
yeah. But like when I reached out to people or like posted it, it seems very positive and like people are very interested. I do understand that weather is a factor, but also depending on where you live, if as long as you get to a main road, it should be pretty good. And like I said earlier, most likely probably should get a hotel room at least for Saturday night. Just because of a few reasons, gonna be late. Yeah, y'all may have a few drinks, may just be tired, and then just save your travel for Sunday, kind of take your time going home. But so far it looks like we're gonna have a really good turnout. Or at least that's what I'm hoping. Um, and I'm just very thankful for anybody who does come and support because I do want to keep this as a yearly um event and even make it better or make adjustments as we go. This is kind of a trial year and then we can see what works and doesn't work and just make it better year after year.
Very cool.
I
Oh,
will say this about the weather. Where the venue is located is it's right off exit 10 of I-90. So there's no side roads, back roads. It's not like going to Lebanon Valley where you'd have to go Route 22 or Route 20.
so
It's
it's like literally right off the highway.
yeah, literally right off the highway, and there's a gas station right there and stuff too. So
Awesome.
easy peasy.
Cool.
Go back over here.
Thank you, Stu, for the weather update. Well,
Ugh.
that's cool. Awesome. Look at this. Really looks I'm bummed out I'm gonna miss it, but whatever it is what it is. Um so let's talk racing. Let's I know obviously you had mentioned there was a possibility of you having a new toy.
Mhm.
Give us an update on you and your new possible toy.
So it's coming along. Um, we're slowly working on it, and we're hoping to have it out this season. I would really love to get back in my own door car. I do truly appreciate being able to run my dad's car, but I love that he has his own and I have my own. Because I just like I like racing with him. And I also just like racing multiple vehicles just to drive everybody insane.
Keep your brain going, right?
Absolutely. There's no downtime because when there's downtime, it just does not work.
Trouble commences.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it is coming along. I do have next week off, so we'll be able to work on it a little bit more than normal. And I do appreciate my dad going out and working on it without me, especially because of my crazy work schedule. He says he gets more done without me. So,
Wow.
right. But it takes him a little longer because he doesn't have his tool hander to him. So he has to make sure the tools are pretty close.
Good cover.
Yeah.
So does that mean the dragster's all set and ready to go?
Yep, the dragster's all set. We're not making any changes from last year. So basically it's just kind of recheck it over, make very minor adjustments, and we can go racing with the dragster.
Now, I don't remember if it was last year, the year before, maybe even the year before that. You had played around with alcohol in your car. Is that still the thing, or did you go back to gas?
Nope, we are still on alcohol it'll be on all three vehicles.
Alcohol, all three will be on alcohol. Cool. So obviously you got it figured out. It's working good then.
Yeah, the only thing like you just have to make sure, especially when it's cold out, that you know what you're doing, you know how to start it. Um, that's really the only thing. But other than that, I don't mind running alcohol. I know a lot of people don't like it for what their own reasons. I don't mind it. My car is still pretty consistent with on either one. I do slightly find it a little more consistent on alcohol, but we also have finally figured out the whole setup and where the carburetor needs to be on certain days comparatively. Um, so we're sticking to alcohol for now, and we're gonna see what happens.
Awesome. So with your nieces, has there been any talk of juniors coming into the fold?
Well, my race
Oh
car
boy.
is not my race car. That's hers, and she says it, and I just drive it. And my youngest wants a race car in the worst way, and she wants to twin with me. And she asked me one day, she goes, KK, I'm going to race against you. I'm like, okay, great. She goes, and I'm going to kick your butt. Most likely, kid, 100%. And she goes, well, what car are you going to have? And I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, well, you're racing my car, so what are you going to have? And I'm like, well, apparently I'm going to get a new one. Hi, Jared. So she's very much into it and would like if her mother let her, she would be at the racetrack just like I. And we'll hopefully this year be able to bring both of them a little more um to get them acclimated. But I'm 100% sure if I threw the youngest one in a car, she would have no problem.
To be all over it.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
She's all
Very
over
cool.
working on the cars with me and wanting to be in the garage if she's available. And
Very cool. Um, how about track updates? If any, if Wayne will let you divulge anything.
So, as I said the last time we were on, we were making some updates to the office. Um, that has come a very long way. The novelty area will now be in the office, and it doesn't even look like the same facility.
Really?
Um, I was gonna say she can give you a little better update on that. She saw it personally. Uh,
So what used to be my office will now be novelty. We are gonna
Okay.
do it with the black novelty trailer that's over by concessions.
Yeah.
So when you come in, you can do your payout. Novelty will be open the entire time the office is open. So people can come in and get whatever needs they want. We'll also have the race shop in there too again. So if anybody needs seat belts, helmet rentals, whatever, it'll all be done out of what used to be my office.
Cool.
So my office is now taking up half of what used to be the guest room.
The other
In the
side,
back.
yeah.
So that's where my office will now be located. And that area also in front where the windows are will be open for viewing.
Nice.
So that's what we're doing there. Our banquet has been scheduled. It'll be at the clubhouse right there in the front on March 15th. And tickets are available online at dragway.com. So we'll have a nice banquet and everybody can get together,
Awesome.
couple drinks and get their awards. So that has been scheduled. The
Awesome.
schedule is out.
Yeah, schedule. You were one of the first ones to drop the schedule.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's some new shows coming to the track this season. We've got Funny Car Chaos, which will be interesting to see how that, it's a 2-day event. That'll be a lot of fun. We have a new points program with Top Dragsters, Top Sportsmen, with several races throughout the season. And they'll have their own points program that they can join, just like any of the other points programs at the track.
Cool.
Points registration and all that stuff will be coming out after the banquet. So stop asking me. Other than that, no, we've got a new import race that'll be coming up. I've yet to get the details on that. I know that's being worked out.
Mhm.
That'll be a 1-day race, so we'll see what happens.
We've got a no prep race.
Yeah, we got Samson no prep race. That'll be coming in at the beginning of the season on a Friday.
Yeah.
So
Now, is that different than the Scotty Wheels race? Scotty and
Yeah.
Ralph race? Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Scotty and Ralph have, I want to say, and I'll probably be wrong, so I'll get shot, but that's okay. 3 track rentals, which are extended track rentals. Typically, our track rentals are 5 hours. They pay for 7, and it's extra prep. So it's straight up, radial and no street tires are permitted. Radial or slicks, and they break down the lanes so that there's a continuous track condition for each. And then they have their big weekend towards the end of the season. So I believe it's like 4 different events they're going to be doing.
Nice.
And then of course we
That's
have
awesome.
which will be July 4th weekend. As always, that'll be coming in. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Good.
Wednesday night
Yeah,
street
I'm looking forward to the Funny Car Chaos. I actually reached out to Wayne Hoffman to try to talk to him and to get some more input, excuse me, on Funny Car Chaos and then obviously specifically the event at your facility. So
Yeah. So I mean we've got a lot of events. Wednesday night start the first Wednesday in May. And there'll be an open track test and tune on those Wednesday nights. So it's not restricted just to streetcars, which is awesome.
Cool.
And that goes until the end of September. I think there's only one date that we aren't running a Wednesday night, and that's the Wednesday of the divisional.
Okay.
Obviously,
you have the Dover race.
Dover race is coming back again. That'll be the last weekend in September. That's an awesome event, well attended. We have 2 Muscle Mania races. First one is the end of May,
Yeah.
I think, and
End
the
of
other
May.
one I think is Labor Day weekend. But those are great events.
Cool.
Mopar event.
Then, then you have Azra.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, we've got NESA, Northeast Super Street Association.
Yep.
They've got a whole ton of double dates and stuff like that coming up, throughout the season. The All-Star Superstar, Stock Superstock, they've got several races planned throughout the season. CMDR is coming back for a few races. Nido. And our other big one is No Drama. They've got quite a few races that are coming up on Saturdays, and they also run during the Dover weekend. They do double header. So, and that's been a program that's been really growing over the last couple of years. A great group of guys. All their rules are on our website. As to what they require for their their group and stuff. But good group of guys.
Cool. And what's the track website again for those that don't know? I mean, I know, but
Dragway.com.
one of the first tracks to have a website, right?
Yep. And the only other thing is we do have Bikes in the Valley coming back this year. And we've got a couple of the Pro Stock sleds. They're coming back a couple of days. And they'll run in conjunction with Bikes in the Valley on those dates. We have gamblers races, both on the 1/4 mile and on the 1/8 mile. Porter Tree has been great, stepped up. They're going to be doing 1/8 mile gamblers races with the point system, with the top 2 at the end of the year getting special Porter Tree practice tree awards. So
Cool.
yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on.
Let's say it sounds like one of the busiest years and coming up in quite a while. I mean, not that you guys aren't always busy anyways, but it sounds like it's just going to be busier.
Yeah, there's several Fridays that we have track rentals like almost every Friday. Times are different depending on the season. The great opportunity to go out and just test the cars and stuff and just get a lot of track time. And a lot of like at least once a month we have drifting. So if anybody's never seen drifting, it's a great opportunity to go out and watch these guys in the main parking lot. They set up a whole course and it's really kind of exciting, to watch these cars.
Awesome. Yeah, they usually have they had a big drifting event at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. I don't think they're doing it anymore. But yeah, so it'd be cool to check out the drifting again there.
Mhm.
So, well, very cool. Like I said, sounds like you're going to be a busy lady.
Oh, and we do have the first weekend we're open. We have chassis certs. So if anybody is requiring a chassis cert, check the website. The link is on the website, dragway.com. They can sign up for their chassis cert and have it done right at the beginning of the season.
Nice. Get it done, get it over with, be ready to roll. Cool.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Sue.
You're more than welcome. Go back over here.
All right, Carol, what's your racing schedule look like?
So I will be running Lebanon's points, but I will be making as many as I can. But I will also be running Naperville points. They have double weekends, and some of theirs are actually on weekends where we have like a Musclepalooza or something. Um, what was really cool and just announced was that Canada will not be participating in the US Division One bracket finals.
Yeah, they're going to be
They
their own entity.
they are their own. They have their own bracket finals, and they are going to be the eighth team, Division 8, for the road to Vegas. So they're having their own bracket finals, and they will be the eighth team instead of a wild card to go. So, and their bracket finals are the same weekend as ours at New Media. So we're gonna
Cool.
kind of potentially play both sides, kind of see what is more beneficial to us, and decide as the season goes, where we're gonna go. But as of right now, we're gonna jump between the two tracks.
So now, how far? I know it's only a couple hours probably, but how far of a drive is it for you to go to Naperville from where you live near Albany?
About three and a half towing.
Oh, okay. Still not
That's-
bad.
You jump on the Northway and you just keep going. Then you hit the border, and then you go a few miles in and get off the exit and tracks right there.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it's super easy to get to.
Cool. So
It's
Cliff today, I'm sorry, I'll interrupt you for just one sec. Cliff from A&C said we're coming with the 57, a Nova, a Grand Am, and 268 Impala wagons
yes.
for the Top Sportsman Series.
I was gonna say they have a bunch of cars.
A small fleet of race cars.
Absolutely. And they are definitely no small like feet. Like they are really good racers. Um to bring that amount of cars. It it's gonna be a good series.
Very cool. It, I think your mom has something to say.
I don't know, she's looking up something.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
She's studying
Oh,
intently.
I
she
was
is.
trying to find the Facebook page. There's a Facebook page dedicated to the Top Dragster Top Sportsman program at the track. And I was just trying to find the link for it to let you know, but there is information on it. It has all the specific dates and stuff like that for that program. And but they do have a Facebook group, but I was just trying to find it.
If you found it or if you find it, can you just message it to me?
Absolutely.
Awesome, thank you. So do you want to make the trip to Vegas then? Is that what you're going, that's your hope for 2025?
I would really like to. I've been to Vegas without a race card, like just to watch the Nationals. Um, and I've always like wanted to race there. So I think this is a really good open opportunity to be able to go. Whether it's for Division 1 or Division 8. Um, so that is the plan, is to hopefully, be on the road to Vegas and go out and kick some butt.
Nice. Now, are you gonna run one car, both cars, go back and forth, or are you just gonna stick with probably the dragster?
It's gonna depend. It's gonna depend on how testing goes in the door car, um, and how comfortable I get in it with like how quickly. And it's also gonna be kind of like what's convenient to tow, you know? Like
Right,
dad wants to go, like I'll bring my dragster and we'll tow his door car. Um, if he doesn't and we're like going to New Media, I'll bring the door car. Just because the last time I was at New Media trying with the dragster sitting so low, it was kind of like um in the pits. So if we go to New Media, I'll bring the door car. But we're hoping to get that set up for both bracket and super street. But
Gotcha.
that the plan, I'll run the divisional at Lebanon, and then I will run the National Open up at Naperville along with their points program that same weekend. So I'll run 4 races in the matter of 2 days.
Wow.
So
You're not messing around.
nope. And it's a decent amount of money. And honestly, anybody who does run divisionals, especially stock, super stock, they're gonna have great money for 3 days. I'm not really sure if they're gonna do 5, 5, and 5, 5, 10. I'm not really sure what their decision is gonna be, but it's definitely nothing to like miss. And even with Super Comp, Super Gas, Super Street, Glenn was very nice and separated it all. Each get a Wally. The only combination or combined class is top sportsman, top dragster, and that's ran 8th mile. So they'll run the National Open in the morning / early afternoon, and then their points
Mhm.
program will happen that evening. So it's just kind of constant go, uh, which I like.
And everybody, I've heard nothing but rave reviews about all the people at Napierville, that they're absolutely great.
They are, and like that, and people are afraid of not only the border, which as long as you have the appropriate documentation, has not been a problem. They understand you're going for a race, you're there for a few days, and you're coming home. As long as you have what is needed for your state. Like I have a enhanced license, and that is acceptable for New York to go through.
Right.
Some do require a passport. Uh, and it depends on what your state requires. But getting there, sometimes the language barrier seems to like, you would think it would get in the way. But as soon as they realize you don't speak French or backyard French or redneck French, whatever you're going to call it, because it's all of it,
Hmm.
they slow down and you can understand them. You know, it's not like,
Right.
well, you don't understand me, so I'm not going to talk to you.
Right.
They're like, oh, like you're almost like you're one of them. Let me
You're
dump them for you.
right.
Um, but I have never had like an issue. Like, yes, you have an issue literally like listening, but what they'll do is they'll announce it in French and then they'll announce it in English.
Okay.
So they do the bilingual, as long as you're listening and you catch it, you're good. But it's a great time up at Naperville. I love going. Um, it's like one of those backwoods tracks that you're like, but you get there and it's a hoot. It's fun.
Cool. And I know when we talked to Glenn Grow, um, he had made it known that if anybody has questions about getting across the border, to feel free to reach out to him. So,
Absolutely. Uh, he he's so good about that. If you are interested, and you have questions about how to get across the border, what you need, or the race itself, please reach out to Glenn. He is phenomenal at getting you what you need to participate in those races.
cool. Good deal. All right. So Saturday the 15th, what's the location?
It is at the Comfort Inn and Suites, East Greenbush. It's in Castleton. It is right off the exit of I-90.
I think your mom said exit 10, if
Yeah.
my brain's functioning right.
If anybody knows where my place, the restaurant is, it is down the road from my place. I know that's a big thing in the area. So if you want my place, come out early. You can go there Friday night and spend the night, and then you get two birds with one stone.
There you go. Next, don't forget, guys, Friday is February 14th.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
Mhm. See, I base everything off of the Cracker Barrel.
I was
I
gonna
know
say.
where the Cracker Barrel is.
Yep, it's one more exit down from the Cracker Barrel.
Gotcha. All right. Uh-oh, your mother sent me a picture. Oh,
She sent
okay.
you
Yeah, got it. Cool. All right. Sponsors that are making this are helping you make this event happen, Miss Bell.
a lot. So many. So many sponsors and when I'm hoping all of you do come this weekend and are able to come so I can thank you in person for helping because I can't say it over social media over live or like through text or anything enough um for helping with payouts with just donations to door prizes to baskets to even just coming in to help with run the program and run everything with me. It's just the help and the surrounding positivity is more than I can imagine.
Very cool. Awesome. So, like I said, three events, you got the bottom ball, $1,000, possibly more to win. The main event, which you said will be run last, correct?
The main event is going to be second to last.
Second. So, main event sponsored by Eastern VP Fuels, the Colcheras. Um, $3,000 to win. Again, could possibly be more. And then Atco Auto Services for the Pro Tree race. That's a 70-30 split.
Mhm.
So, and then we can't forget about the kids.
Grace.
So, very cool. Well, listen, best of luck. Please send me pictures. Please send me updates if you can. And
Absolutely.
I will do my business from home. And everybody that goes, get out there, support it because it could be a yearly thing. And these numbers can go nowhere but up if everything
Mhm.
works out.
Absolutely.
So
And that's the hope.
very cool. Carol, as always, you're the best.
Thank you.
Thank you for all your hard work putting this together. And best of luck.
I appreciate it. And I really do hope to see everybody there this Saturday. If you have any questions, uh, reach out, Facebook, my text me, call me. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions before the event.
Very cool. And what time does it kick off again?
Doors will be open at 12:30. We will begin time runs at 1, and we will do first round at 2 o'clock.
And there are buybacks available.
Absolutely.
So, all right, everybody, have a great time. Get out, support the practice tree race that she has worked so hard to put together. Make sure you thank all these great people that have jumped in. Oh, actually, and I forgot about Gutters by Design, Tim Stickles added $250 to the winner for the bottom bulb race. So again, get out there and support this event, and it could become a yearly or more thing.
Absolutely.
All right. Have a great night, Carol.
You as well, Chris.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Talk soon.
All right, bye-bye. Bye, Phil.
Bye.
Be sure to check out dragway.com for all Lebanon Valley racing information, schedule, rules, and so much more. And have a great night, everybody. Take care. See you soon.